Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start my speech, let me introduce myself. My name is Fitriyanti. My student number is 0601181823003. I'm a student from the English Education Study Program of Sriwijaya University. Good morning, I say to my respected lecturer, Ma'am Novalingga Pitaloka, and my dear friend. I give all thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the blessing that have been given to us because of His blessing and grace, I was still given the opportunity to deliver my speech here. I hope all of us are in a good and healthy situation. Today, I will talk about education for all. First, I will tell you what is the meaning of education for all. What is education for all? Education for all is education that is evenly distributed to all levels of society regardless of ethnicity, race, religion, and class because education is the right of citizens without exception, both in the form of formal and non-formal education. This is regulated in Article 31 of the 1945 law. Yes, 30 of the 1945 law. The essence of education for all is to ensure that every citizen can fulfill his right to get education service at all age, both adult, children, and parents, which aim to increase their knowledge about something. The Education for All movement began to manifest in the World Education Forum. Yes, World Education Forum in Dakar in 2000, where there were 164 countries that signed an agreement to achieve the goal of education for all, which will be achieved in 2015. The objective are: first, expand and promote comprehensive early childhood care in education, and second, ensure that by 2015, all children in the world without exception have complete and free access to good quality compulsory basic education. And third, ensure that the learning needs of all youth and adults are met through equitable access to appropriate learning and life skill program. Fourth, achieve a 15% increase in adult literacy by 2015, particularly for women, and equitable access to basic and continuing education for all adults. And five, eliminate gender differences in primary and secondary education in 2005 and achieve gender equality in education by 2015 and focus on ensuring that they have full and equal access to good quality basic education. And six, improve all aspects of the quality of education and ensure the excellence of all. Also, that the learning outcomes achieved by all are recognized and measured, especially in literacy, numeracy, and essential life skill. Uh, the, the obstacle in implementing the education for all movement include: the first is more than 100 million children, including at least 60 million children, do not have access to. And second, more than 600 60 million adults, two-thirds of women are women, women are illiterate, and illiteracy is a significant problem in all countries, including in industrialized and developing countries. Third, more than a third of adults in the world do not acquire written knowledge, skill, and new technology that can improve their quality of life and help them adapt to social and cultural change. And fourth, more than 100 million children and countless adults fail to complete basic education program. 5. Millions of people have met the requirement for education, but they have not acquired essential knowledge and skill. To achieve the goal of education for all, the government is set by UNICEF and UNESCO. UNICEF support the Indonesian government's step to improve access to basic education, to community-based education information system, which is used to track all children under 18 who are 18 years old who are not in school. Furthermore, when the government implement the 9-year compulsory education program, UNICEF and UNESCO provided technical and financial support. And then UNICEF also support local governments in the creating community cares for children education. However, all conditions that occurred in the file were not entirely as expected. In fact, the education for all program makes it difficult for the lower middle class to think about the future of their children's education, because the cost of education is getting more expensive from year to year. In addition, the world of education is controlled by the rules and owners of capital for the sake of the moment, so that the vision of national education in its implementation is not longer directed according to the Constitution. And finally, elite schools have become vacuum due to collecting very expensive fees from parents. And the last, for conclusion, the education for all program was formed to improve education for all groups. Many goals were set by the government and assisted by UNICEF and UNESCO to advance and achieve these goals. However, because there are many obstacles such as economic decline, illiteracy, and lack of access to basic education, the education for all program is detrimental to the community, so that the vision of the world of education is no longer in accordance with the Constitution, and many children are forced to quit their school due to the increasingly expensive cost of education. Okay, I think that's all. That's enough for my explanation about education for all. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we can meet soon. Keep maintaining your health in this COVID-19 era. Stay safety and stay healthy. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.